Something a little bit different today. This is a Hitachi rice cooker. Had a problem with this. It was throwing an error code when you switched it on, H0. What that code actually translated to was the internal battery has gone kaput. Now, basically, you can use all the functions, or most of the functions. You can cook rice with it, but what you can't do is you can't set the clock, and you can't then turn use the timer feature. Whereas you want your rice cooked at 6 o'clock or whatever. You can't set it up in the morning and go away, and it'll happen. So you need to replace the battery, and this is the culprit here anyway. This is a CR2354. It's quite chunky. It's quite a bit bigger than the common CR2032s. The problem is that actually trying to find one of these is a little bit difficult. I did find one online, but it's about like 800 yen or something like that, which it's not too expensive, but compared to what I did find locally, which was the same thing but in a 2032, this was, I think, 250 or something like that. Now obviously I can't see that that's going to last anywhere near as long as this. This machine was made in 2012 and I bought it new, so what's that, 8 years of life. So that's probably a pretty good run. I would expect that 2032, obviously with a small size, is probably not going to last quite that long, maybe a couple of years. So it got me thinking, well, if I'm going to have to open this up again and redo this, then maybe this actually isn't the way to go. So what I bought was just a circuit board solderable holder, basically. So I can put that on the board and then just use standard battery, put it in and take it out as I need to change it, and that just make the whole process, if I've got to change this again, just make it a lot simpler. No soldering, just take a few screws apart and we're done. So the next step will be I'm going to solder this up and then we'll put it together, see if it works. Alright, there it is, soldered in, and the battery's inserted, and as you can see there's the H0. Now I believe that will stay like that until we actually power it up and then set the clock, because I think in the first run you're supposed to see that, but when you see it continuously, that's when you know that there's a problem. So the only thing for it now is I really actually have to just put it back together and try it out. Okay, we're just about there. It's I've put it all back in. I was getting a display, just having a quick look, just quick tour of what's inside, because you don't come across these too often. Retractable cord, the big coil IH heater there. What is essentially just a PC fan, like cooling fan, just to help cool the insides. Basically everything's done in this front board. There's really two circuit boards stuck together. One seems to do like the power conversion, and the other is like the brains of the thing that runs the clock and the programs of the cooker. So that's really all there is to it, I think. So what I'll do is I'll put this bottom on and we'll turn it around and see what happens. Okay, that's it, all fixed, time set, nothing else to do. So at least now, when the battery goes again, it's just a matter of a simple replacement. Don't need to desolder anything. Just undo a few screws and we're there. So it's worth just mentioning too that the way that these things generally work is you have like your main supply rail, and it'll have like a higher voltage, so maybe it's like 5 volts. And you only need, say, maybe 3 volts or 2.5 volts or something to power your device. What you can do then is you can actually put a diode between the positive and the positive, and what will happen is once you actually turn your higher voltage off, your low voltage battery will kick in then, and current will flow, and it will keep your device, powered, so like your clock doesn't lose time and all that sort of stuff.
Radio Blitz.